Hello! Welcome to week 0 of Arduino Online. I'm your presenter, Jack Min, and I will be here in the coming weeks to guide and explore along with you the various things you can do with Arduino. Let's get started, shall we? So, what is Arduino? Arduino is an open source electronics platform based on easy to use hardware and software. Arduino allows you to program microcontroller boards using a library built on top of C++. The Arduino software is easy to use, and thus it's perfect for beginners, but it's also flexible enough to suit the needs of advanced users. Thanks to its simple and accessible user experience, Arduino has been used in thousands of different projects and applications. Sounds fun, right? In this video series, we want to provide you the fundamental skills required for developing using Arduino, so you won't miss out on the fun. There will be 4 videos in total, not inclusive of this one, covering the basics of programming Arduino microcontrollers and electronics prototyping. In the first week, we will be going over digital input and output and covering electronic prototyping. In the second week, we will be setting up analog input and output, as well as the use of potentiometers to receive analog input. In the third week, we will be covering DC motors and the use of ultrasonic sensors, as well as using the buzzer. In the last week, we will be discussing topics you might want to explore further with your newfound knowledge in Arduino. This series will mainly be taught using Tinkercad. Tinkercad is a free, online 3D modeling program that runs in the web browser. It also has a circuit simulator, which we will be using in this video series. If you just want to try out Arduino and see if it is for you, this is all you will be needing. However, if you feel like you want a more hands-on experience or plan to develop further, we encourage you to get an Arduino Kit to follow along. Make sure that your kit has wires, resistors, LEDs, button, breadboard, USB-C cable, ultrasonic sensor, motor, potentiometer, and obviously an Uno board. We recommend the Maker Uno board as it is very beginner friendly with its built-in LEDs on the I/O ports to indicate their status, which is very useful for a beginner to troubleshoot errors. It is also much cheaper than the other Uno boards for the amount of components it has. And last but not least is the multimeter. This one is optional though. However, we highly recommend it as it allows you to troubleshoot your electronics and make sure it's working as you intended. The software requirements for this series are rather simple. You just need the Arduino IDE. However, the Arduino IDE is OS specific due to the drivers being OS specific. You can follow the download instructions on the Arduino website to get set up for your specific operating system. We have also provided some links below to video tutorials you can follow, if that's what you prefer. For the last section of this video, let's set up Tinkercad. To sign up for Tinkercad, go over to the Tinkercad website at www.tinkercad.com and then click Join Now. Create a personal account. Over here, you can either sign up with your email or you can sign in with your Google account. In this case, I'm going to be using my Google account as it's faster. Click on yourself and give it some time to load. After it's done loading, you should be brought over to the dashboard. By default, the dashboard is at 3D designs, but this isn't what we want, as we want to be creating circuits. So let's go into the circuit section. As you can see here, I already have a few circuits, but most likely you don't have one. So let's create a new circuit. Tada! You're in the circuit editor. Feel free to play around with what you have here to freshen your electronics knowledge if your previous knowledge was using physical components. Like for example, you can bring out this 9-volt battery, bring out an LED, connect the cathode over to negative, and the anode over the positive. And you can run your simulations by clicking Start Simulation. And whoa, it exploded! And that's it for this introductory video. Next time, we will be covering digital input and output, and also the basics of electronics prototyping. So, get excited, and see you next week!